What surprised me in the early years when I arrived in Singapore was how open it was for my music. My music aims to find that middle ground between the East and the West, and I find that Singapore offers that perfect mix. Augustine, how are you?
Isuru. Yes, fine,
Good to
thank
see you.
Yes.
I moved to Singapore when I was 10 years old, and I followed my father when he got a position at the Nanyang Technological University. From there, I then, of course, decided to go to schooling here. I found a love for biochemistry in Singapore, as well as music. So I stuck with the sciences, went to Toronto, and I got the opportunity to come back to Singapore and pursue my doctorate in oncology. At the same time, focus on my music as well. Coming to the guitar store, of course, is another place of inspiration. You see all these guitars around you, can't help but feel inspired. But it's also the people as well. What has happened with my guitar? Is everything all right?
So we did up the electronics. For the string, we tune up to your standard tuning. You can try.
Yeah, of course. I can't
a try.
wait to try. Would you like to jam?
Please, together.
Let's do it. My musical style can be divided into two, the Western and Indian classical side. From the Western side, blues, jazz, rock. The Indian classical side is a bit different. I've felt a passion towards Indian classical side and may have been probably by my influence by my mom. So there's a bit of a genetic element. But my parents were so encouraging that they told me to pursue any sort of musical interest that I had. Sounds great.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sounds fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Augustine. Mini golf time.
Yeah.
Right? No, totally. Seriously. It is a full-on experience. I'm here with my very closest buddies. Three of these folks are from my lower middle school, United World College of Southeast Asia. I met Jeremy when I was in the Nanyang Technological University while my dad was a professor.
I think that's gone into the other hole.
Practice round, practice round, practice round.
It's asking.
All right. Yes! Woohoo! If you miss, you know you have to do this again, right? My buddies have known me for such a long time. They're the ones who kind of get me down and they ground me. They tell me who I am, essentially, and that's the one that keeps me going with my music. It's a draw.
Okay, between these two.
It's a shoot-off.
Come on, come on, come on.
Interference, interference.
Oh!
Well done, man. I'll get your fish and chips. Thank you so much. We know that Singapore is a multicultural hub and a lot of people come and go. I find that, my friends over here, they've made Singapore their home, and as a result, made me realize that this is also my home as well.
When's your next gig?
The next gig is happening next week. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Come by for free.
Definitely. All the original music?
All the original music.
Oh, wow.
Cheers to music. Let's cheers to a chip. Cheers.
Every day, guys. Cheers.
Okay, smile.
So I met Chitra when I came back from Toronto after completing my BSc. We had a mutual friends and I met Chitra at this party and we said hi and I guess one thing led to another and now we're married. So my relationship with Chitra's parents, my in-laws, has been very special. My parents don't live here in Singapore. They decided to retire about 15 years ago and they went back to Sri Lanka. Chitra's parents have been so wonderful and very kind and warm, and I learned a lot about Gujarati cuisine, Gujarati culture, the dances such as Navratri, and the food and some of the songs.
And this is Gujarati food. You know, this is kepla.
Of course, this one.
This is dokra.
Dokras, of course.
And this is for Chitra.
Of course, she likes the murukku. Mamra.
Mamra. She likes sev mamra for Chitra.
Mamra.
Achar
Achar, my
for
favorite.
your favorite. Achar.
Thank you so much.
This is a special masala tea. You will enjoy it, definitely.
Cheers.
Chai cheers. Thank you so much, Pa.
Isuru has actually assimilated really well into the Singapore Gujarati community. He understands the food really well and he also introduced us to his culture.
This one over here is kind of like an onion relish of sauce. It's spicy. Sambal, yes. All right, oops.
Yeah.
And then we got onion, caramelized onions, which is called sini sambal. Beetroot, coconut. All right. Yeah, coconut, but this is spicy coconut. This is sweet coconut.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Oh my God.
And mingle around with my friends also, Gujarati friends. When we have some marriage function or something, he's so loving to my friends also.
Yeah, all the aunties love him. All the Singaporean, Indian, Gujarati aunties love him.
He's very cool with all the older ladies also, you see. So he's okay because he's very comfortable with them.
What we like to do for fun is we go for a lot of concerts. He just has shows every weekend, essentially. So we'll go for the show, we'll meet all our friends there, and then we'll probably go for drinks after. That's just a typical weekend that we have.
My band, Mantravine, is a collection of 4 musicians, and we play music that can't be necessarily defined by a genre, but I like to think it's like the Singapore-ish sound because we have so many different influences and we're born and raised in Singapore. Testing, can you see? No sound? Okay, go for it now. Okay, great. Okay, let's start balancing details, boys.
Don't be afraid now, we gon' be alright.
We've had an amazing journey as a quartet. We've been together for about 5 years. The first time I met Isuru was at a jam session and he was playing slide guitar and I was like, wow, this guy's amazing. I want to play with him one day.
He gives me a call and he's just like, hey, look, my guitarist is not able to make it for one of the big festivals happening here in Singapore called the Singapore Comedy Festival. And we have 3 shows. Can you make it? I was just like, sure, let's give it a shot. And then that started off my journey with Mantravine.
Have a great show. Thanks for having us. Love you all. I'm very excited.
We don't perform regularly in a set venue. We look for various venues and to showcase our music. And one of them is this place here.
Hi everyone! Welcome to this rooftop session with Mantravine. If you feel like, please come forward and join us. Like, this whole space is for everyone to be with us and a part of the show. You guys ready? Yeah? Shall we do this?
My music aims to find that middle ground between the East and the West. And I find that Singapore offers that perfect mix. And then I found myself wanting to be here. The music scene is thriving, and I felt that this was home for me. It became home. I wanted to be here, and I wanted to make a life here. That's exactly what happened. Started off with my music, having my own guitar, and of course, an incredible band, settling down with my beautiful partner, having my really, really close friends, and I wouldn't have asked it for any other way.